Okay. So in this next question, we're asked terminal point calculator. So we're given the, I'm going to infer that we're given the following equation: x squared plus y squared is equal to 1. And we're supposed to calculate the terminal point of this given this angle. So the angle is 5 pi divided by 12. So this is question number 8. So we're given 5 pi divided by 12, and we need to know the terminal point. So looking at the Janine The Tutor solution, we can see that they provide the correct conversion between coordinates. So x and y is just sine theta cos theta. So they do sine 5 pi over 12 is equal to this, using an identity, and they end up with sine 7 pi over 12. And they do the following. So they're using identities here. It's not necessarily useful in this scenario because you could just plug this into your calculator, especially if you're going to end up with a decimal place anyways. If you're looking for a whole number, you might do it differently. You might try to use these identities, but essentially what you would be doing here is essentially you'd say x and y equal to sine theta. Oh, sorry, this is a little messy. Let me erase that. Okay. So x and y is equal to sine theta cos theta. And we end up with, so if we look at just sine theta, so we're trying to evaluate for sine 5 pi over 12. We would just plug this into our calculator and we would end up with 0.97. So I'll double check this. Let me just grab my calculator. It's right here. So make sure that your calculator is in radians. So we have sine 5 pi divided by 12, and we end up with 0.9659. So this is correct. And then we have cos 5 pi divided by 12, and then this would give us cos 5 pi divided by 12. So 0.26. So here they do the right calculation. To explain what they're doing here, they're using an identity to make this conversion. So I'll actually go through that. So we validated that these are the correct answers. So this is the final solution is correct. But I'll show you what they're doing over here. So the identity that we're looking at is as follows. So if we had sine theta minus is equal to sine theta cos theta. I don't know what this symbol is called, but it just looks like that. Minus cos theta sine this symbol. Okay, so this is kind of the conversion that they're using to convert sine 5 pi divided by 12. And essentially what they're doing here is saying that sine pi minus 7 pi is equal to this. And if you were to go through this calculation over here, you'd end up with sine 7 pi over 12. So I'll go through this just to give you an idea. So here theta we're saying is pi. So I'll just write that up here. Will be pi minus 7 pi divided by 12. So theta is pi. So sine pi cos 7 pi divided by 12 minus cos pi sine 7 pi divided by 12, and then you end up with 0 times cos 7 pi divided by 12, so this is just 0, and then we have minus, so I'll just write this, minus cos pi, which is just negative 1, times sine 7 pi divided by 12. And so we know this cancels out, and we're left with just sine 7 pi divided by 12. So this step is really unnecessary unless you want unless you want to go further into the solution and try to get kind of a fraction for 0.26. But in this scenario, we're not really asked for that. We're only really asked for this solution, which we already validated. So we'll say answer is correct. Great job. And we'll mark this as correct.